Hi folks, I'm back at the cavers today. Another wee story on the place, and the story I'm here for the day isn't the house itself. It's to do with a legend, the legend of the cursed Douglas tree. Now in 1602 there were two chestnut trees planted on the estate here, and here's what's left of one of them. Over there's another one. I'm not sure, I don't think that is one of the original ones planted. It's possibly grown from a seed, but 1602 the original trees were planted and they grew to be massive. And this one I'm standing next to, the trunks on this tree, as you can see, it actually grew, you can possibly see, it grew into three portions. Now, after it being here for a couple of 100 years, it was basically next to the driveway, as you'll see. I'll not show the photo just now, I've got a couple of photos of it, but after a couple of 100 years of it being here, the line of male Douglases ran out, and to keep the earlship, the ladies knew they had to have somebody come in to the family and take on the name Douglas. So Captain James Palmer Douglas, or James Palmer as he was known, basically agreed to marry Mary Douglas and take on the name Douglas, and he didn't give up his own name, so they became Palmer Douglases. And while he was in charge of the house, the staff, basically a woman who was known to be, although not known by Captain Palmer Douglas, was known to be a witch. She was taken on as a servant, and she was pretty lousy at her work seemingly. So, on having heard the rumours, he decided, I'm sacking you, and he sacked her, told her to get off the land. And when she was leaving, she placed a curse on this tree, and she basically told Captain Palmer Douglas that when a branch hits the floor, or when a trunk hits the floor, the last male Douglas will die. And because of the suspicion back in those days of witches and stuff, Captain James Palmer Douglas couldn't sleep, he couldn't rest at ease, and gave out the orders to basically chain link it, put chains around it. So they did. They chained the trunks together, and they basically chained all the branches, and he made sure it was secure, the thickest of chains you could get. And over time he managed to get some ease and forget about it. Not really forget about it, but managed to carry on with his life. Now, over time, obviously the trees grew, and as you can see, possibly see from the size of these remains, or the trunks, and that's big, that's really big. they thought that they could, rather than allowing a piece of the wood to hit the earth, take a piece down, make sure it didn't touch the earth, and take it over to the pond on the other side of the house. And there's one of the houses with the tree still standing. As you can see from the picture there, there's 3 stems, they've got all the supports. I don't know if you can make out some of the chains on it. When this picture was taken, it was the 1950s, I think. Everything was so grown so much that the tree had pretty much swallowed the chains. If you can see in between the branches there, you can sort of see some of the chains. You can see the supports there that are holding the branches up off the ground. Now the house itself, the roof came off the place and it was abandoned in the 1950s, but the tree still stood. The first branch, or the first trunk I should say, came down in 1996, and when it came down, the last in the line of the Dagoses died. It came down at the end of a storm, and when it came down, it was the beginning of October, and Lord Douglas Holmes, an ex-Prime Minister, had died. An ex-Prime Minister of the UK died, and he died within days of this trunk hitting the floor. That's ending the line of Douglases. Yeah, therefore confirming the legend. I wonder, what's this I've just spotted? Don't believe this, folks. That's what I've just found. Just for the video, and I've just spotted it just now. One of the chains that held this tree up for so many years. Wow. So that's the story of the cursed Douglas tree and the curse on the Douglas family. Yeah, quite an amazing wee story, an amazing wee legend, and to have had it confirmed with the death of Lord Douglas Holmes is makes you wonder. It really does, makes you wonder. Anyway, can't believe I've just found that. Absolutely amazing. Anyway, I thank you for watching this video. I hope it's been interesting for you and hasn't been boring. And if you have enjoyed it, please press the like button and subscribe as well, because it all helps the channel to grow and get further reach. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.